Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So to answer a few questions, as a few of you ask how the car is, how I am, etc, etc. I'm absolutely fine. Obviously all the safety equipment that we've got in the car came into play and has ensured that I'm absolutely fine. The car, however, as you can see, has probably seen better days. It's nothing that can't be fixed though, thankfully. It's mainly just all cosmetic work. So we'll start from the obvious, from the front. What happened? Well, we were sent out by the marshals at the CSCC meeting during a torrential downpour. I mean, I'm making up all the excuses here. We did our three qualifying laps that were obviously mandatory, and went on for the cool down. And I think from what people are saying, I went through a puddle at the Allard corner, which is the right as it tightens on the start-finish straight. It went through the puddle and the back overtook the front, and we collided with the barrier. So the front's gone in first and then the rear's obviously followed. So as you can see, a little bit of damage. The reason why we've got gaps is we've bent the chassis leg slightly. When I say slightly, I'll show you here. Up we go. I don't know if you can see down there, we've obviously got a bit of a wrinkle there, and it's just bent this this chassis leg in towards the car, which means that obviously everything else is slightly out of whack now. But ultimately we got away really well, to be fair, really well. Front bumper damage, the chassis will straighten up very nicely, very easily. We'll clean off the front bumper. It looks worse now because we had to tape it, and I've taken that all off. The wheels and brakes are absolutely fine, and as we come down to the rear, as you can see, we've got a bit of quarter panel damage around here, a bit of bumper damage, and then up here, thankfully it's not touched the boot lid. I think this shows it more than anything. So that's the damaged side. Obviously that bit in the rear right is supposed to look a little bit like that on the rear left. So yeah, it's had a whack, so it'll need some panel work doing, some metal work beating. You can really see sort of the crumple from the rear quarter, especially if I do it that way as well. So yeah, not the best, but you know what, everything else is absolutely fine. So we'll get it rejigged, we'll get it back together. I mean, it's not going anywhere, it's perfectly safe. It just doesn't look the best anymore. Bonnet still secures, bumper is all still secure. Doesn't really affect the lights in any way. Yeah, just a bit of a bugger really. But yeah, I'm absolutely fine. The car will live another day, engine's fine. Just need to source a new filter for the end, because well, if I show you that down here, you can see we went out with a bit of a microfiber cloth that was taped over the front, and that was that. So yeah, see you for the next one.